Imagine a world once filled with majestic creatures, some bigger than trucks, some older than pyramids, but now all gone forever. These animals once roamed the earth, swimming in oceans, running through forests, and soaring across the skies. But today, all we have left are their final photos and the painful stories of how we lost them because of human greed, war, and climate change. In this video, I'll show you 7 final photos of animals that no longer exist. Welcome to the world of extinct animals. Number 7. Quagga, the half zebra that never got a second chance. Imagine an animal that looked like it was only half finished. The front half covered in striking zebra stripes, and the back just plain brown like a horse. That was the quagga, a bizarre and beautiful subspecies of the zebra once roaming freely across the plains of South Africa. When the Europeans came, first the Dutch, then the British, they didn't live peacefully with nature. They started hunting. With guns instead of spears, the quagga couldn't survive. People shot them for meat and for fun. This photo, taken in the 1870s at the Amsterdam Zoo, is the last known image of a living quagga. Just one lonely animal in a cage, unaware that it would be the last of its kind. And today, that species exists only in black and white memories. Number 6. Passenger pigeon, the bird that darkened the sky. There was a time, not that long ago, when a single flock of passenger pigeons could take hours to pass overhead. Billions of them blanketed the skies of North America, so thick that sunlight couldn't break through, but their abundance became their curse. People thought they'd never run out. Hunters captured them by the thousands. They were cheap meat for the poor, an easy profit for the greedy. This is Martha, the last passenger pigeon who lived and died in the Cincinnati Zoo. When she passed away in 1914, the skies didn't just clear, they fell silent. A species that once ruled the air vanished forever. Next, Thylacine, the tragic tale of the Tasmanian tiger. It looked like a tiger, walked like a dog, and carried its babies in a pouch like a kangaroo. The Thylacine was a strange and beautiful predator, once ruling the wild lands of Tasmania. But fear, as always, proved deadlier than any predator. Farmers blamed it for killing sheep. The government placed a bounty on its head, and soon they were hunted to extinction. Not for what they did, but for what people feared they might do. The last known Thylacine lived alone in a zoo. In the only surviving footage, it moves anxiously behind bars, watched by an unblinking camera. It died in 1936, not from old age, but from pure human neglect. Number 4. Carolina parakeet, America's lost rainbow. Bright green feathers, a yellow neck. The Carolina parakeet looked like a flying jewel. It was one of the only parrots native to the United States, and one of the most stunning, but their beauty cost them everything. Fashion designers wanted their feathers for hats. Farmers wanted them gone from their crops. They were killed from all sides, shot, trapped, and poisoned. And tragically, they were too loyal for their own good. When one bird was shot, the others flew back to help, but that made it easier for hunters to kill them all. They didn't scatter, they stayed, and they died together. There was no one left to protect them, and they didn't even know how to escape. The final bird was named Inca. He died alone in a cage, just like Martha, in the very same zoo, a cage built by humans, for a bird that once lit up the sky. And with him, the forests of the US lost their color, a rainbow, erased forever. Next, golden toad, the glowing jewel of the rainforest. In the cloud forest of Costa Rica, there once lived a toad so brilliant it looked unreal. Its skin glowed orange like fire. Scientists didn't even discover it until the 1960s, and by the time they did, it was already too late. A deadly fungus began to spread, one that melted the skin of amphibians and blocked their ability to breathe. One by one, the golden toads vanished. Their bright color, once a signal of life, became a fading memory. Even the locals who once saw them daily could hardly believe they were gone. This photo shows some of the last 10 toads ever seen, frozen in time, their beauty glowing in contrast to their tragic fate. By 2004, the glowing lights of these toads were gone forever. Next, Bali Tiger, the island predator lost to time. The Bali Tiger was the smallest of all tiger species. It had thin stripes, short legs, and a body made for moving through Bali's thick jungles. It could swim, it could climb. It was a perfect hunter, but to settlers, it was a threat. Farmers killed them to protect their animals. Poachers hunted them for fun. Each kill wasn't just the end of a tiger, it was the slow erasing of an entire species. By the 1940s, people hardly ever saw one, and in 19 1970, the last Bali tiger was shot. This last photo shows a tiger that people once feared but never truly understood. A predator that once balanced the island's wild became nothing more than a trophy on a wall. It became a victim of human greed and expansion. Now, the jungles of Bali will never hear its roar again. Next, Schomburgk's deer, a ghost in the grasslands. This majestic deer once roamed the floodplains of central Thailand. With long, delicate antlers and a peaceful nature, it looked like something out of a fairy tale. But fairy tales don't last forever. As cities grew and farmland expanded, its habitat was destroyed. Trophy hunters saw its antlers as rare prizes and shot them without hesitation. This haunting photo, taken in 1938, shows the last confirmed Schomburgk's deer, just standing there, eyes full of life, moments before extinction claimed it. After that, there were no more sightings, no more tracks, just silence. A creature that had survived for thousands of years was erased in a single human lifetime. And that's the story of another animal we'll never see again. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps a lot. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting stories and share this video with your friends so they can learn too. See you in the next one.